Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. It's not the years, it's the weight of the gaze. Others defend the pairing passionately, arguing that age isn't the point, it's energy. She brings him out of his shell. He grounds her. One dubbing comment reads, "Their dynamic is less about matching appearances and more about emotional tension." It's the kind of chemistry that doesn't ask for your approval, it just exists. Indeed, there's something undeniably compelling about watching Mie Mie lean in with wide-eyed curiosity while Yulong's gaze softens, not in an obvious romantic swell, but in a quiet surrender. It's the look of someone surprised to find their world expanding. And it's in these almost accidental exchanges that the magic happens. In drama after drama, their characters often start with some form of imbalance. She's the idealistic rookie, he's the weary professional, she's reckless, he's reserved. But it never devolves into condescension or overprotective clichés. Instead, we watch as her brightness cracks open his silence, and his steadiness allows her room to bloom. It's not about who rescues whom. It's about mutual calibration, the push and pull of slow burn love. What makes the Yulong x Mie Mie pairing feel so potent is their mastery of the almost. Almost touching. Almost confessing. Almost leaving. It's the kind of storytelling that doesn't hand you catharsis on a silver platter but asks you to lean in and feel every beat of the silence. One standout example comes from their recent short drama, Autumn Letter. In a moment drenched in melancholy, their characters sit across from each other at a noodle stall, not saying much. She nervously twirls her chopsticks. He stares at the steam rising from his bowl. The conversation, if you can call it that, is fragmented. "You don't have to wait, I know, but I wanted to." That's it. No swelling music. No dramatic lighting. Just a flicker of vulnerability and two actors absolutely in sync. For fans, these moments are emotionally nuclear. Because in a short drama, every second matters. And with the CP, even stillness becomes a storm. The yin-yang of on-screen persona and off-screen personality. Off-screen, their dynamic only adds another delicious layer. Yulong, long considered the quiet, brooding type with a dry wit, often plays into that image, but cracks occasionally show. During a behind-the-scenes featurette, when Mie Mie tripped on a cable mid-scene, he instinctively reached out to steady her, then turned crimson when the crew teased, "Such fast reflexes, are you always watching her that closely?" Mie Mie, ever quick on her feet, shot back, "He's always 2 steps ahead." Emotionally too, unfortunately. The clip, predictably, racked up millions of views overnight, with fans declaring, "No scriptwriter could write this kind of banter. She's youthful without being naive. He's experienced without being jaded." Together, they occupy a fascinating emotional middle ground where neither is chasing nor retreating. It's a delicate equilibrium that makes every scene feel like an unspoken challenge. Will they finally say what they mean? Or will we have to wait until the next drama? Fandom is architects of narrative in many ways. The fans have become part of the story. They're not just watching, they're interpreting, imagining, remixing. A fan-made video titled "If This Is Not Love," featuring scenes from multiple dramas, interviews, and even bloopers was so well edited that some viewers mistook it for an official teaser. It now has more likes than the actual promotional trailer across platforms. Entire threads speculate about whether the actors' wardrobes during press tours subtly match. One popular Weibo post noted that Yulong wore the same brand of bracelet Mie Mie had mentioned liking in a 2023 interview. Was it intentional? Coincidence? Product placement? Fans don't need an answer. They only need the possibility. It's this kind of digital folklore, part truth, part hope, that sustains a CP's magic. And while some may scoff at the overanalysis, there's a certain beauty in this collective storytelling. It's a modern myth-making, powered not by studios, but by fans hungry for romance that feels real. A CP that's good for business and the heart. From a business perspective, the success of the Yulong x Mie Mie pairing has been undeniable. Their last 3 collaborations generated over 150 million cumulative views within a month of release. Brands have taken notice, offering joint endorsements that play into their on-screen personas. A coffee brand ad featuring them as bickering baristas was so successful that the brand's sales reportedly spiked 30% in a week, but perhaps the most surprising impact is emotional. In a media landscape saturated with hyper-stylized love stories, the quiet realism of this pairing offers something else entirely: comfort. Watching them feels like returning to something gentle. Like a love that doesn't shout, but stays, one viewer wrote, and that's what makes their pairing more than just fan service or casting luck. It's emotional resonance. Distilled. Will they? Won't they? Should they? Of course, there's always the question, will this CP make the jump from fiction to reality? So far, both Yulong and Yang Mie Mie have remained diplomatically vague. In a recent interview, when asked about their working relationship, Yang Mie Mie smiled and said, "We work well together. Maybe because we don't overthink it." Yulong added, "She challenges me in a good way to the romantic ear. That's practically a love letter." But in a fandom this invested, even silence can be interpreted as confirmation. Perhaps it's better this way. To leave some mystery. To allow the fantasy to live on, unconstrained by paparazzi lenses or tabloid drama. Because the truth is, whether they're together or not isn't really the point. The real story, the one that unfolds scene by scene, glance by glance, is already being told. And it's being felt. Final curtain, or just intermission, as new dramas loom on the horizon. Whispers of a possible fourth collaboration between Yulong and Yang Mie Mie have fans bracing for another emotional roller coaster. Will it be another urban romance? A time travel twist? A historical tragedy? Honestly, it doesn't matter. With these two, the genre is just the canvas. What matters is the emotion they bring to the frame and the space they leave for us to imagine what happens just before or just after the cut, because sometimes, the best love stories aren't the ones that give us closure. They're the ones that make us want to hit replay. That's romance, a fan wrote. Love isn't about symmetry. It's about complementing each other, and truth be told, their characters often reflect this dynamic in refreshingly nuanced ways. In one drama, Yang Mie Mie plays a new intern at a high-stakes investment firm, while Yulong portrays her mentor, a quiet executive with a painful past. Instead of leaning into power imbalance tropes, the story lets their emotional arcs unfold side by side. She teaches him to hope again. He teaches her to trust her own voice. It's growth, not rescue. Respect, not dominance. And that balance resonates more than just a pretty pair. Beyond the fluttering hearts and bashful glances, there's another reason Yulong and Yang Mie Mie CP hits differently. They make viewers feel something. Not just giddy or giggly, but seen in a digital landscape full of glossy facades and manufactured romance. There's an unfiltered quality to their performances that's disarming. Whether it's a scene about miscommunication where one waits at a cafe for hours while the other silently suffers through a family crisis, or a quiet montage of two people simply learning to be alone together, these characters tap into something universal, a longing to be chosen, exactly as we are. As one viewer commented, "I didn't expect to see my own relationship fears reflected in a 10-minute drama with two actors I barely knew. But here I am. Wrecked." Another added, "This CP is therapy in disguise, the CP that's changing the game." Yulong and Yang Mie Mie aren't just fan favorites, they're a case study in what makes a pairing unforgettable in the short drama format. Their popularity has sparked a noticeable shift. More production companies are casting leads with real emotional contrast, prioritizing chemistry over age parity or fame, and that's a good thing. Because what this CP proves again and again is that storytelling doesn't need to be complicated to be powerful. A lingering look. A hand almost held. A whispered line in the rain. When performed with sincerity, those moments become everything. Final thoughts, Team Sweet or not a match. Whether you're a fervent shipper with a playlist of fan edits or someone still unconvinced by the hype, one thing is clear: Yulong and Yang Mie Mie are having a moment. And it's not fading anytime soon. They represent a new kind of couple in the short drama world, one that blends traditional romance tropes with modern emotional complexity. Sweet, yes. But also sad. Funny. Thoughtful. Messy in a beautiful way, and maybe, just maybe, that's why we keep watching. Because in the world moving too fast, where attention spans are short and stories are disposable, this CP makes us pause. Breathe. Feel so, are you team sweet? Or is this one love story you're not buying? Either way, one thing's for sure, you Long X Yang Mie Mie are redefining what a short drama romance can be, and taking us all along for the ride.